Right, it's where are we? It's the 1st of July. 1st of July already. And okay, I've had to move. I had to move the boat from where I was originally to the other side of the river because I'd moored it on the wrong side of the river in the channel. So I had to move over here, but it's just literally directly opposite where I was before. And yeah, so the tide is coming up at the moment. I basically spent yesterday eating and sleeping and drying stuff, so none of which is all complete. However, we're down to just damp and fed and rested, so I'm feeling more human now. The weather is just crap, really. It's yeah, not great, but the place is beautiful, absolutely stunning. There is there's the small village of Disham, literally just round the corner. Oh, a really beautiful little place, and then there's a little, well, there's a big house up in the woods there, and a little boathouse down there. No, it's really. So I need to get a phone. I need to find a phone. Ideally what I need is a second-hand phone shop. So I can just buy a cheap phone for 50 quid, I suppose, a smartphone, and unlocked, and so I can get back into contact with people. So because it's been like 1, 2, 3 days now since I've contacted anyone, so I need to get that sorted. So I think, in fact, I'm going to go back down towards the mouth of the river and pick up a pontoon mooring if I can, but it's not too bad. So anyway, I'm going to tidy up, sort the ropes out, put some fenders out, and shoot off down the river. Well, okay, that was a bit fraught, but I'm tied up to the pontoon down at Dartmouth. This is the council pontoon. The one on the inside down is connected to the shore. You could walk ashore, but it's chocker. There's no gaps at all that I could see. There was 2 fairly reasonable gaps on this pontoon, and the wind though, I don't know if you can see that flag, is actually just blowing you off the pontoon. So I had to try twice to get in. You can come in, and you can come into the pontoon, and then the wind just blows you off, so you can't get a rope onto the cleat. So I've had to try twice to get in here. So it was a little bit messy, but we got there in the end. And I'm going to have a cup of tea now, and then call the water taxi and get a lift ashore. So I've made it ashore. I've had to tie the dinghy up by one of them big ladders you get by the wall in the harbour, because there's no room on the on the pontoon, and then climb up the ladder. So God knows how I'm going to get the laundry back down there. Fuck knows, I might have to buy some rope, but I have found a laundrette. Dartmouth's quite pleasant, nice little town. There is no phone shop, I've been told by 2 people, so that's a bit of a pain. That is a bit of a pain, but I was told by the lady in the harbour office that there is a phone shop in Totnes. I've got to fix that bloody leak in the dinghy. I'm fed up of getting my feet wet and everything that I put in the thing. I'm just doing my laundry now. And when I get back, I've got it in a Sports Direct bag, which is not too bad, but it's going to sit in 2 inches of water in the bottom of the dinghy, which is just fantastic. It's coming on to rain just a little bit. It's been fairly pleasant up until now, but it's just coming on to rain a little bit now. So hopefully it's not chucking it down when I'm trying to get back to the boat with the laundry and the cheap bottle of whiskey I'm going to go and buy now. Oops. I have noticed as well, I've passed some sort of east-west divide at some point halfway across Lyme Bay, I think, in that trying not to get run over. In that I've noticed even in the small expensive shops things are quite a bit cheaper. I basically noticed that the a cheap blended whiskey has gone from $16.50 a bottle down to $12.50. So that's a good sign. So let's hope we get a bit more of that. I'll just manage to get lunch for £2.70, so that's not to be knocked either. Right, that's me back from my little venture to Dartmouth. My whole trousers from the knee down, socks and shoes are soaking because there's a split in the bottom of the dinghy. It's just a really tiny one, but it instantly fills with about 2 inches of water, and so you just, wherever you stand, that's where the water is. So as luck would have it, because I had the washing in a Sports Direct bag, well done Sports Direct, for £1 or £1.50 or whatever they are, the laundry is saved, so that's good. So I'm thinking that tomorrow, I've paid for here tonight, and that's probably enough excitement for one day. That's actually quite hard work, do you know what I mean? It was quite an effort. I didn't bloody film it, but I had to moor the dinghy up at the bottom of a harbour wall where they got those long ladders. You know, your seaside town, they've got those long ladders going down, and but climbing down those, which are just slippery cast iron, with a bag full of laundry and a rucksack full of beer, is not the easiest thing in the world, frankly. And trying to get the dinghy in the right place and throw the laundry in, and try not to fall in with the rucksack on, that would be terrible, wouldn't it? Misadventure, death by beer, weighing you down. Like, no, that would be no good at all. Making water again. Passing water again. No. I've got the water maker running again. There's no water on these pontoons. That's it running out of the sample thing into a pot. See, I do have a pot within which to piss. So I'm going to run it for three minutes, then drink some of it. I'm supposed to test it on saline meter, which I've put somewhere safe when I can't find. I'm going to have to find the bloody saline meter somewhere. But basically I drink some of it, and if it tastes alright, I transfer it to the tank. So I'm going to let it run for 3 minutes. This thing is supposed to make 5 gallons an hour. I thought I'd run it for about 2 hours the other day, which should be 10 gallons. 10 gallons should be like loads of water. Now either I'm using tons more water than I should be, or it's not making 5 gallons an hour. What is 5 gallons? How many litres is 5 gallons? Is it 2.5 litres? A gallon? No, a gallon is 2.5 litres, isn't it? Or is it 5 litres? I don't know, I'm going to have to check. I'm thinking maybe I was making a gallon. Maybe I've read the spec for the next size up or something. So I think it's maybe making a gallon of water an hour. Although that water that's coming out there now, that could easily be Look, that's only been running for like shit. Hang on. That's like, that's not long. Yeah. Oh shit. Pouring water in the bilges. Pouring water in the bilges there. Anyway, so I'll let it fill that pot up and then drink some of it and see what it tastes like. So anyway, yeah. I run it for what did I run it for? Like, yeah, 2 hours the day before I left to come to Dartmouth. So then there was 24 hours, and then yesterday, and now I've run out of water again. So basically, it sounds like an hour's running is giving you a day's water. Alright, so if that's what it is, it's a day's water, and I'm out of water. So I'm going to run the engine for an hour and put some water into the tank now. It only takes 3 minutes for the filters to start to kick in, so you're getting fresh water. Hang on, I'm going to try it now. Let's give it a go. Yeah. Do you know what? It's really weird, right? Because that tastes better than tap water. There's no fluoride in it and there's no chlorine, and you can tell the difference. That's just water. It's just gone through some serious filters. It actually tastes a little bit sweet, you know. It's like, yeah, it tastes nice. It's much nicer than tap water. Anyway, I'm gonna transfer that to the tank. And then I'm not gonna waste that. I'm gonna use that for washing up or some such shit. There you go, look, I mean, that must be like 5 minutes. That's half a washing up bowl in 5 minutes. So 10 minutes would be a washing up bowl. So in an hour that would be 6 washing up bowls. Is that about right? 6 washing up bowls in an hour. That's got to be 5 gallons. It's got to be about 5 gallons. Surely a washing up bowl is about a gallon, isn't it? Anyway, I'm clearly using too much water, even though I've got no phone. All of the fucking bastard wanking toss pot fucking phones have died. I have finally, since the last phone died, since before the last phone died, since the second to last phone died, this one, the Galaxy, the fucking Galaxy, I've now got an internet connection in Dartmouth. It's the Harbour internet connection. I've just had a £4.99 for 24 hours. So that'll, as it was this afternoon, so that'll give me internet connection tomorrow as well. It's a bit sketchy, it's not that great. I am currently able to watch YouTube but not send an email for some reason. I don't know, it doesn't like Gmail. So I've noticed that before on BT Open Zone as well. It doesn't like Gmail as well at all. It must take a lot to download the Gmail thing. So I'm unable to send an email at the moment, but I am able to watch YouTube. Alright, and I am able to use Facebook Messenger. So I sent a message to Donnie, because I was supposed to tell Donnie before I came to Dartmouth, because his brother lives down here. He was going to come down on the weekend, which is fine, because I'm actually going to stay here for a little while. I'm going to shoot up to Totnes tomorrow and see if I can't buy a phone, but I'm going to stay on the river for a few days over the weekend at least, and then before I move on down the coast. I'm waiting is what I'm doing. I'm waiting for the next storm to hove into view out of the Atlantic, and then I will set sail into it and spend somewhere between 20 and 38 hours being sick and having an awful time before I arrive 10 miles down the coast. So that's probably what's going to happen, I would have thought, based on my previous efforts at navigation and passage making. Yeah, but I'm going to chill out for a couple of days on the River Dart, which is a wonderful place, by the way.